welcome back to another episode on the John Dot YouTube channel. Today we're working on a piece of shit, Charlie Murphy.
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa!
A whole lot better.
It's no longer in the piece of shit category.
Are you sure?
Yes, we removed it from the piece of shit category yesterday.
Well, we can't not call it a piece of shit until it goes a 590.
Okay, well, all right.
It's gotta go faster than the Hippo.
It'll go. Not with you shifting at the damn 2-foot mark.
Let me make it go 5s and then.
Let you make it. Listen.
Yeah. I'm the official driver of Charlie Murphy.
Per your request.
So a black guy has to drive a black guy.
Per your request, we added a shift light. I got a jumper on the way for the shift light, so we'll have your shift light active so you can see, because you can't see the gauges.
It doesn't shoot a flame on the on the ignition cut, so you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't have an ignition cut, so normally that's why I do hood exits.
Oh my god! It's got a hood exit.
Flame is my shift light.
Okay, we're not doing any of that.
It also tells me if I'm blowing up.
Well, we're not doing any of that either. Okay, we got a shift light there for you, so you don't have to blow up or use flames or whatever. We're gonna do this the right way, and it's gonna go fast. All right. So I think we got everything figured out. Went down to Forest yesterday, fixed some wiring stuff, got fan working great. Car, literally, I had it out here idling. How long did I have it out here idling? I put it up on the chip.
Like 10 minutes.
120 degrees.
I
swear to.
The fan working?
Yes.
The same Z06 fan?
We got Z06 motor.
Oh, we got Z06 motor. Bet.
So we got the Z06 motor on there. Our dome pressure and everything's working great. So we have great dome control. Everything is just shaping up. I mean, this thing's fought us real hard early, but we're fighting back now, and we're gonna hit it with some new parts.
All right.
Some new parts. So as you guys can see, the ride height on this thing is not impressive. I do have one concern though. Feel this lip right here. Feel this lip.
Oh man, we need roll the fenders.
Do we get a torch and a piece of pipe? What do we do?
We get somebody who has a fender roller to roll it.
So are we not doing this video today?
Well, not. Oh yeah. Well, we're not slamming it.
Well, we can do it today, but we cannot lower it today. All right. So what we're gonna do is we are going to put lower control arm relocation bracket. So essentially it's going to allow you to lower it like your back hole, the bottom hole of your lower control. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm lost.
We can change the instant center.
We're changing bar angle essentially, but it's not a 4-link, and you don't have all these adjustability. You have one hole right now. It's a factory triangulated 4-link. It's not no aftermarket quarter max extreme pro 4-link. So you got one hole in the body, one hole on the rear end for the bottom. What we're doing is we're going to put these racecraft brackets in there that bolt through, and then you weld them, and they give you 3 holes. So it does give you a little bit of adjustability. What that does is that's going to move your instant center way back, up your anti-squat like crazy, because you have a super steep bar angle like this, and then we lower the car to get the bar angle back down. So we achieve hella flushness and great looks while having better bar angle to hopefully work better. The whole goal is to get the car to work better and 6 foot better and pull wheelless. Big wheelless.
I'm ready to pull a wheel.
Are you ready? No, I don't trust you pulling a wheel. Because you let go of the button, shift to high gear, thing's gonna pull a wheel, you're gonna be like left turn.
No, why would I do that?
We're gonna have to build
real slow.
We're gonna have to build up to it. No, you don't let out, you drive it. You drive from in here. You drive from in here, Phil.
I don't let out. When I said I shift, I don't shift. So what exactly do I do? Let's have a class on wheelies.
You on wheelies?
I can't even say wheelie right now.
On wheelies? So if sorry, I'm a little worried. If it wheelies too much, I feel like it's gonna rip the fuel pump off.
Let's not make it touch the bumper.
Which we shouldn't do that.
Haze the fuel pump, and then that's
but there's definitely a tipping point in a wheelie where you're like, all right, we need to stop going up and we need to start going down. And you can either like stab it real quick,
until I can't see the scoreboard,
or click into high gear. You get 2 things. You can click in high gear to help it come down, or you can lift real quick.
I told you I was gonna shift it. You told me I can't shift it.
Well, because you already would have had.
What everybody told me to do was to shift it. If you feel it start coming up, shift it.
You already would have shifted because you shift as soon as you let go of the button. You're like, trans brake second.
Hey, technically, if I would have stayed in there, it probably would have wheelied out. I'm not even gonna lie.
It might have. It might would have.
It looked like it was.
All I know is you made that 9-inch converter and 11-inch converter in about 1 second. How massive was that converter as Phil went down track? Yay big. Yay big. Phil is Captain Thrust Knocker.
I'm the Viagra torque converters.
All right, so we're gonna get this thing up in the air and we'll show you what we're talking about, because possibly my explanation wasn't the greatest, but we're gonna make a bar angle change. It's got coilovers in the rear and it's got a stock strut up front, but it's got like the thing on it. I don't know, Fox, but it's got adjustability, so we can lower that as well. So we're gonna have the car sitting a whole lot nicer. And can you get me hooked up with a fender roller?
I need one for my
Who's got a fender roller?
Nobody that I know. Doesn't Fastlane do it?
Fastlane?
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Oof. Like they do it?
I know we can. I know Phantasm has one.
Like they do it? Like you're telling me I need to drive this thing up there and have to roll my fenders?
I know Phantasm can.
All right, let me call Fastlane right now. All right, y'all. Got the Mustang up in the air. I am trying to find someone to help roll my fenders. I'm gonna put this stuff on here right now, and I might just use the factory location if I can get my fenders rolled ASAP. We're gonna try to run it with the stock. So I shouldn't say stock. They're two-way adjustable strange. I think they might be single adjustable. Yeah, they're single adjustable strange rears, and then we'll just cut the spring. But I have to take the lower control arm bracket off, take the shock off, and take the anti-roll bar off, and let the rear end hang freely. I shouldn't say, I'm gonna let it hang freely from the car, and then we're gonna get to cutting. We gotta cut this hump out right here, and then stick the bracket up there, and then MIG weld it in. So we should be all right. We're going to get to work here, and I said Phil left me. My man Phil right here left me. I did message my guy Andrew at Strange, and he said I can get a set of coilovers. I might reach the avenue depending on how long I keep this car and how much we race it. If it wins a race and it makes money, I'll put double adjustable strain shocks on it, but or coilovers I should say. But for now, these ones will do. These ones, God, my mom's gonna kill me. My English ain't good. Oh God, there's another sentence, ain't good. Oh no, this is getting rough here. All right, let me get to work, and we'll make this happen, and we'll get some progress. All right, guys, got everything off of the rear end, got the lower control arms off, anti-roll bar off, shock mounts off, and now the only thing I have to cut this like hump that's right here, if you guys can see how it kind of protrudes. I need to cut that off so then I could slide the brackets on, because the brackets are flush. So I think I'm gonna go with the old trusty Sawzall here, and just gonna kind of trace it out and try to cut it out, and then if I need to, I'll take the good old die grinder or carbide bit or whatever you guys want to call it, and grind it out. So doing pretty good. I'm looking to have these on there and just get them bolted up, and if I have to, you can still use this factory location for the lower control arm, because I don't know if I lower it a lot, it's gonna rub the fenders pretty bad, and I'm not trying to ruin a set of tires just moving around the shop here. So yeah, that's what we got going on. All right, guys, I got this little fancy light on here. Took the shock off on this side, went to take it off on this side, and as you guys can see, it actually broke the top off and the nut is stuck on there. So I can't get this shock off, and we might not be able to get it back tight again. So we might be ordering a set of shocks for this, but we were just doing that so we can have a little bit more room to maneuver underneath the vehicle. Go back up with it. About got everything ground down. I'm using a little flat disc just to get it nice and smooth so I can get the bolt to line up perfect. I want the bolt to line up in this additional bracket perfect. I don't want it to be like tight going in or have to like knock it in there. So that's what we're doing. All right, guys, so here we are. As you can see, I cleaned this up, and it wants us to weld on this side, Ben, but I don't know if we're going to. Do you want me to clean this up so we can weld in here?
I mean, we don't have to. I feel like what's in there
like
is going to be more than that active food or something.
All right, so let me grab this hammer. We'll tap her on up there. We got it in there. A lot of grinding. It just takes some time. But that's it right there. As you can see, the bolt hole lines up. Slap that thing through there. And then we hit it with a gun. It's a little tight on the other side. I'm not gonna lie.
It'll go through. Like, see?
Oh, look at that.
It's not like it's putting that much stress on it.
No. So as you can see, look at how much lower. That's gonna get us a lot of bar angle. That's some bite right there, huh?
A lot. Come on.
How long have you've been over here helping me because this thing was kicking my tail so much?
Well, it's just not easy.
No, this is definitely not easy. So we'll tighten this guy up here.
Ahead.
All right, that's tight. And then you're gonna weld all these spots in. And I guess you can, I mean, we can run a bead around top of it too, huh? So we can, we'll get it in there pretty nice, and then the lower control arm is gonna be way lower. And then as you lower it, right, you cut the spring, or if you have adjustable coilovers, you can just put a bigger shock on that and then allow yourself more separation. You can really run, this can help you run a lot longer shock.
Yeah. Yeah, there's all sorts of benefit to running that bracket, especially if you're just putting together like a rear end too.
Like you can put it on there right out the gate.
Yeah, like if you're doing this like in a Volvo or something, you ain't got nothing.
8/8's a good swap.
Yeah.
So there's one side. We just need to MIG weld a couple spots in there and then get it good. The other side right here, I got to cut with the Sawzall, grind down, and drill out the bolt holes, and then we'll be good. All right, I come back out in the shop after getting drinks, and Shannon's here. I mean, just look at this.
Yeah, you generally only invite me over when there's some total BS work to be done.
Were you summoned over here? You felt me working on a Mustang, and you're like, I gotta come inform.
Something don't feel right. Something don't feel right. This ain't gonna work out. That is new.
Listen, I made like 2 good cuts.
You're making progress. We might make a mechanic of you yet. You used power tools today?
I did use power tools.
You haven't gotten seriously injured or anything like that?
I'm not even kidding you. I probably got like 2.5 hours in just getting this to fit.
Right.
And we're how far into this one?
About 7 minutes.
No, you're gonna beat that in? If that fits, I swear to God, I'm done. I'm selling the car. If this fits.
Oh, that's definitely gonna fit.
Damn. Drill it out. Drill it out. Get the step bit, Ben.
The hell with drilling. Oh yeah, you just line her up and then drill it, but then we just weld around it. We're not drilling all those holes and doing all that.
Oh wait, you're supposed to drill into those?
Yeah, you're supposed to drill those and nut and bolt it. We're not doing
really?
That.
I thought we just...
That's what we're not doing, yeah.
I was wondering why
I'll say that's what we're not doing.
Look at how many nuts and bolts this thing came with.
Hold on. What the hell is going on here? Pop it, can you pop it back off? Yeah, I can knock it off. I gotta get just so that one bolt will go all the way. I gotta drill it because that hole is bigger than the
Wait, they really want you to drill and...
I've always just cleaned it up and then spot welded all them.
Yeah, I just weld them. Yeah.
Look at this. This is actually in the instruction manual. It said get a step bit and just ream the hell out of that hole.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said you got to come in from this special angle over here. Yeah. Good luck, buddy. Yeah.
Oh, that's nicely reamed.
Professional reaming job. See if that works. Is that how you do the lot lizards then when you're out on the road? That's it.
You got a good old reaming.
Yeah,
Oh, where's this bolt?
The old lizards.
I think we need more of a reaming.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
There it is. There it is. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, just give it the old college try.
You could see the threads removed, right?
No, that'll be fine.
You know
The
what?
good thing is the bolt is harder than the material, so it'll actually just ream the hole. It won't even tear the threads off.
You know what?
It's a grade 8 bolt.
I failed. Hold on, I failed to do something. I got to clean this up so we can weld.
Yeah, I already knew that.
Yeah.
It's all the way through. We're just trying to dry fit it. All right, now we can clean her up.
How much faster was that than the one I did? Actually, about 10 times. 10 times
the
faster.
abrasiveness of the material you're using.
No, Shannon went with a completely different strategy here.
What's that? Yeah, we took a whole different.
Look, he didn't cut the back out of
He
it.
took the Sawzall and made 70 cuts. We just lopped the bottom off and
And then
put
made one
relief
cut.
and knocked the high spot down. One deal, nice one. Got all the proper PPE.
Yes, I'm right here.
As in
hold on.
none.
Where is it? My mom would be yelling at me. There they are. We do have safety glasses.
Oh, well, that's good.
They're behind us.
I'll keep that in mind. I think I've got a free trip to the eye doctor.
Oh, we did? We did?
Maybe. I think I got a free trip to the eye doctor from all the other times of getting metal out of my eye. It's like buy 7, get 1 free.
So you're good now?
Yeah, I've got a freebie right now, so I'm just being reckless, you know what I mean? The other 7 times I was careful, it didn't work out then either, so.
I was wearing them and I got something in my eye. That looks clean from my house. Yeah. Wait, you're telling me they honestly wanted you to drill through? I was wondering why all these bolts came.
Yeah, it's for a bolt-on for children.
Bolt-on. No, we are gonna weld everything. These are the holes he's talking about. You would literally drill it out and then run a bolt through it. But we are just going to weld. We're just gonna weld the whole thing in because everyone knows a weld is stronger than a bolt. All right, Bloodbath Racing is about to be Bloodbath Welding. I'm gonna get it right on the welder first. I've MIG welded once in my life before. Let me turn my light on here. I've MIG welded once in my life, which I feel like is a good start.
That's adequate training, I think.
I don't like the MIG welder because it throws sparks everywhere, and I like to hang out in t-shirt and shorts all day, and they don't really vibe that well.
You're like Turbo John, he welds in flip-flops. Like kick weld, MIG weld, it don't matter. Grind, you name it.
Hold on, before we get started welding, should I undo the battery in the ECU?
I mean,
yeah, we probably should.
Probably.
Okay.
It does have a HOLLEY in it, right?
does, yeah, it's got a HOLLEY terminator.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin the best part of the whole car.
that's a fact. All right, let me lower this down. Look at me thinking ahead. Generally, I'd think of that after I started welding.
I mean, it's a very slim chance that there's a problem, but...
Hey, I just got the wiring right.
Yeah.
Am I just good to just stick it?
Yeah, it should be pretty good.
I'm gonna get like...
If it needs adjustment, I'll let you know.
Dude, it's gonna spark all over me. That thing's a lot of
I
rods.
just hope you like jump and stuff. That's what I'm waiting for.
All right, you ready? I'm nervous.
I've been ready, bro.
Oh!
Come on, girl. Don't do a bunch of shit I'm gonna have to grind off and re-weld.
No,
If you're gonna weld it, weld it.
That wire came out like Mach 1. All right, you ready?
Yeah. All right, give me the welder. That's it. No, you're done. You're done.
I got
You're
it.
done.
I'm coming back.
All right, this is your last shot.
Literally laid a bead. Laid a bead. Look at that bead. How do you think that looks?
I'm scared for your life.
All right, hold on, one more.
I'm scared for your life.
I'm getting there.
I mean, it's better. At least you didn't jump that down and freak out like a high school girl.
No,
but...
I got one. One went up my sleeve.
Oh,
it was
man.
a perfect. I got tender meat up there.
Yeah, all over. You got tender meat everywhere, bro.
All right, ready?
Hold on, we lost camera.
No, it's just a black screen. You ready?
All right.
I'm nervous again.
Come on, man.
Dimes, literally. Dime. All right, I'm here. You
Okay,
you
so
go next. We'll compare. We'll compare.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like a dime, doesn't it? If you were to melt a dime down and pour it in a puddle on a table.
Right.
It's not bad.
While it's still melting. They need to make a MIG welder that sparks less, or wear long sleeve shirts.
He almost missed the whole crack, but.
Oh, that was a fat. Oh, you just come out here and show me up like that? That thing's not going anywhere.
No, it's a little hot, a little bit too much wire speed, but.
I was trying to dial you in by the sound of it. I was trying to get you baking.
I know, I usually do the same thing. Whenever someone's welding, I'm over there going, yeah.
It's so hard to like get all your stuff off of you to like go back and adjust it, but it's so important. Oh yeah.
I don't know how much this welder's going to like that kind of duty cycle, but.
Oh, that actually looks pretty good. I mean, that's stout.
Yeah, it'll be fine for the 600 horsepower that this LS motor's putting out. We'll be good to go.
Oh yeah.
That thing is bright as hell.
Oh, I got it dialed in there.
The MIG welder, as long as you can run it hot enough to get really good penetration, you're good.
Oh, she hot. She happy now.
Oh, look at that. Look at it, folks at home. Bloodbath fabrication, bloodbath paint and body.
You name it.
What else?
We do it all.
Blood drive.
Yeah.
Literally do everything.
RV renovation. I don't know if any of you LS guys follow my channel, but you know, the RV renovation.
I feel
LS
like
racing, you know, bloodbath racing, you name it, we do it all.
you really do it all.
Practically, yeah.
I mean, you do.
I mean, it's not because I want to, it's because I'm poor. It's out of necessity. Like, if I don't do it, nobody does it. So, it just don't happen.
You do motor rebuilds, tear downs.
Yeah.
Everything.
You name it, pretty much.
Welding repair. Look at this.
Yeah, welder reconditioning.
I love how I texted you. I'm like, come to the shop, and you immediately knew. You're like, well, it's time to go to my second shift.
Yeah, I already knew what time it was. I'm like, oh, John needs something done. He can't do, and Ben's too busy doing something else. Plus, I know you're gonna let my son drive this thing, and I probably didn't want him driving it after you welded.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
No, I'm just kidding.
You know it's gonna be real good when you leave and one of the control arms just slams the ground.
Yeah, bling.
Look at that. Honestly, the bolt. I want to know who's actually at home drilling that out and putting a bolt in there.
So many people, like people that can't weld. Yeah, mainly people that can't weld. I mean, if you don't have access to a welder,
you actually bolt it in and just ride?
Do it that way, yeah. I mean, then again, they probably aren't anticipating people without a welder having fouled the horsepower either.
I'd like to add, I had 1,000 horsepower before I had a welder.
Way before you had a welder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like three or 4 years.
I already knew that.
I'm that guy. I mean, that's secure right there, folks. You can touch it right now and feel how secure it is.
Yeah, touch it, yeah. See if you can wiggle it, John. Just for sport.
Look at this, and we're doing internal penetration. Very nice. That's a different noise.
Yeah, this thing's definitely not going anywhere.
No, it sounds secure from here. I'm taking notes. I'm gonna hammer out the other side. You guys set me up with a welder with not the correct settings. All right, Shannon's over here knocking out this side. This thing's gonna be NHRA certed here in just a minute.
Yeah. I've been faster on work. John Phillips been like 1060 foot on some jank like this right here. Like
really?
Literally. Yeah.
God, don't give me false hope like that.
I'm serious. John's car has been, I think, 108, and he's got like
the same
something like that, and he's got like some old Southside brackets that he welded on from like the 70s. Southsides were like the first suspension modification that ever came out for a Fox body.
Really? It's like same idea.
Same thing. It just moves the lower control arm down, gives it more bite.
Boy, 108 60 foots, here we come. That simple, folks. You at home, install these, yeah. Pow, 108s.
We're gonna need to install 300 shot of nitrous on this thing. He's never gonna do it on boost.
Well, honestly, at this point, all we have left to do is just install the shock bracket and cut the springs and just bolt everything back up.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
And then we're down to setting ride height, which is difficult because it's not.
We practically have no adjustment. All we can do is cut the springs, and
we can only go lower. We can never go up.
That's right.
Never.
Yeah.
So
how high was the car to begin with? Like what was the ride height like? Was it way up in the air?
There was definitely a fender gap.
Right.
Yeah. I think if we get to sit down like on the tire, that'd look good.
Yeah, it needs to sit down.
But also, like, explain to the people with the bar angle here, like, you're gonna have that uphill bar angle, so you need to lower the car to take some bite out of it, right?
Put more anti-squat in it by lowering the bar down here, which allow you to move the body down. If you lower the body, you basically take anti-squat out of it, and then you can put it back with the lower control arm by moving it down on the rear end housing.
So if you were to stay on the stock bracket, right, in the factory location, and you were to slam the car, it'd have like no anti-squat.
Well, they work best, from my experience. Stock suspension Mustang with stock mounting points, the line around the outside of the tire. Look right here, show them on the tire. This is free game right here, guys. Not everybody knows this. This is the simplest way to set up a stock suspension Mustang. All factory mounting points. If you want the car to work, you set the wheel lip of the body basically at this line right here. If you lower the car down to around that line, as long as your shocks are in the right location, that is almost ideal geometry as far as the bar angles go.
And that's stock suspension.
All stock location stuff. You set it down right above that line right there, the car will work.
It will work.
It will go down.
So for these guys that are slamming it down to like here, you know, or they got like that mile of fender, because this car, the guys that own this car, they were never, the best 6 foot they were able to get out of it was like a 138.
Right.
Which is like, in my book, I mean, I got a 4,000 pound car that goes like 120 flat.
Yeah.
And it's IRS.
Yeah.
So if this thing doesn't go a 120 flat, like, for sale.
Yeah.
Like that quick.
Sale, just that easy.
That quick.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot obviously that goes into it as far as torque converter plays a huge part.
Yes.
And that kind of thing. But as far as the chassis work in a stock suspension Mustang, stock location, no adjustable mounting points, you lower the fender well to right about there on the tire, thing's going away from you. Like they just work right there.
It works.
Real basic.
Now, would you say this is a good upgrade to have additional adjustment?
Yeah, for sure, because it'll allow you to, you know, it gives you some room to get the car a little lower. You can move the bottom bar down a hole and get some more bite back in the car, and it allows it to separate more because it's farther down on the shock.
All right.
So
now it would be, and you could also, with that, like, it gives you a bunch of shock mounting locations. You could run a bigger shock almost.
Right.
With
yeah,
it.
You could run a longer shock, or you could, you know, if you've got stock location coilovers, which not a lot of people do that, but You can adjust ride height that way. It gives you some more adjustment.
Everybody goes inboard on this stuff.
Right.
Not me. I go with the spring and then a single adjustable shock.
I hate that.
Yes, that's what we're working with here. So all right, we got all that stuff on. I guess it's time to start throwing some stuff back together with it, and putting it back together. And the only way that we can control our ride height is our springs there. Is we're gonna have to just cut them, and then the car will be lower. And if we need to go lower, cut them more. But we'll
probably cut one coil off to start
and
set
see
the car on it, see what it looks like.
And I do need to get
the
these
bar down one hole.
These fenders need to be rolled, but I mean that's not priority at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not that big a deal.
Yeah. But all right. But everything. Hey, great welding. I mean, just flawless. Guys, just remember if these control arms ever break off, who welded them?
Bloodbath racing.
All right, we got our lower control arms in there. We went with the middle hole for our Fox body expert. Shannon said we probably don't need the bottom hole. Why is that? Too much anti-squat?
Yeah, we just don't need that much. It'll be too short, I think, with the nose weight of this thing. If you get the instant center too short, it won't stay hooked up down track.
What do you mean? Like it'll go out there and spin?
Yeah.
I want the highest percentage of wheelies.
The highest percentage of wheelies?
That's all I'm looking for.
Oh, well, that's easy. Just fill the trunk up with lead.
All right. I mean, this bar angle will help provide...
Like four bags of play sand in the trunk.
It'll
Instant
wheelie.
Instant
okay.
wheelies.
All right. I know where I can get play sand.
Yeah.
So, the playground.
Yeah.
I just got to bring my own bags.
Yeah.
All right, so we got these in there. We're gonna have to cut a couple coils off, or we'll start with one, and then I guess what we just put them in there, put tires on, set it down, and see,
yeah,
and
see if we like the ride height.
All right.
Make adjustments from there.
And then now you're basing ride height solely off the spring.
Right. Yeah.
And then
the shocks are irrelevant. Once we set the ride height, then we'll move the shock mount where we want it to put the shock in the correct part of the travel.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right, 1.5 coils cut out. Shannon's working the lift. He's lowering it. Shannon, how low you think it's going?
It's probably gonna be about right up there.
1.5 coils gone.
Keep going.
Oh God, Shannon!
Is it gonna stop?
Is it gonna stop? What the heck? We're tucking tire.
That's perfect right there. That's money.
We're tucking tire, Bo.
That's money, son. That's money. There was some stiff.
Dude,
Bottom
it's on. No, it's on the damn body. That's why it stopped. It hasn't stopped yet. It's on the body.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
They're
yes,
rubbing.
it is.
Might need a little spacer.
Oh no.
They're rubbing, but that's not what's holding it up. I wonder if the shocks are bottomed out.
Dude, that thing it looks a million times better already.
It's in the dirt though. It's pretty low. We maybe should have went one coil like I said to begin with.
What'd I say?
You doubted me. You're like, is that gonna drop it at all? It is low.
Oh my God. We slammed it.
Yeah, it's pretty low. It's gonna look good though.
It's on the damn dude. It's on. Oh no, it's not. No, that's where it is.
It's not. I don't know. It feels like something's bottomed out, but it don't squat at all. It may be the anti-roll bar. Is the rear end hitting it?
Oh.
Yeah, it's folded up in there probably.
Hold on.
Is the rear end sitting on the anti-roll bar? Probably.
No, it's not.
It's sitting on something. Something's bottomed out.
Oh, dude. Oh no, we're done. The rear end's sitting on the upper control arm.
Yeah, it's sitting on the anti-roll bar.
Where? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Anybody got some SN95 springs?
Damn it.
I told you it couldn't go that low. It would hit. You're like, no way.
Another pair of Fox Buddy springs.
Do we?
Yeah.
Why did we?
Ones that come off of that car.
He doesn't have coilovers on that. God, why doesn't everybody with a Fox body or any Mustang, because they're all suspensions the same, have these on their car and just lower it just like that?
Like in the dirt.
Like, honestly, if the only, like, this is why I don't like the Cow, because I can't slam it because it's IRS.
Yeah.
But if you have anything that's straight axle and that thing's not in the dirt,
Wait, what are you doing with your life?
don't talk to me. Just don't talk to me, all right? Where's that wrench?
Oh shit, we're on the rear
So I
end.
think we're on the bracket. We're not even on the bar. I'm like, why is it not happening here?
All right, there you go.
It's got to be just in the center.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, go and stick it on there, pull it out.
God, soon we'll have every thread knocked off that bolt.
Oh, it's got plenty of threads, girl. Yeah, now the fun part is we're in forward enough to freaking get it on there. Yeah, it's not. It's got to go up, keep jacking. Good thing we got brute strength in here to shove the ring forward. Me and John would have been like hanging on this thing like two monkeys, kicking it with our feet. Wouldn't have been able to move it.
All right, I'm making the executive decision. So this moved it up. I mean, honestly, it moved it up a good bit there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that might be enough.
If it doesn't work, I'm cutting the inner roll bar right off. Inner roll bar can go straight to hell. And I'm not going to professionally remove it either. I'm going to cut it in half.
Chop it out with the sawzall.
Yes.
There we go. Now let's see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. At least the cracking.
Body's coming down.
It's still too low, I think.
Same exact spot.
It's still bottomed out.
It's a spring.
Very little. It must be like an eighth of an inch.
But that's how I want it to look.
Yeah, we just needed a half an inch higher, that's all.
Yeah.
All right. Do we just cut the inner roll bar off?
Can you get the front low enough to match this?
Yeah, hell yeah. You think lower in the front will help the back?
No.
You'll have to. I mean, if you're gonna slam the back, you have to maintain like a certain amount of weight.
Yeah, no, I think the front will have no problem.
Can you get the front low enough to match this without running into clearance issues with like your rack or the bullpen or?
Without me having any knowledge of that, yes. The answer is yes.
Shut up, I got it in the lip already. Not rolling it for crap. Did absolutely nothing almost.
If you understand, you know.